So what's the latest state regarding the coronavirus here in Turkey? And how will it affect the Champions League finals here in Turkey? Let's find out. So coming back to the latest status here in Turkey. But very quickly, for those who are new in this channel, I will talk about tips and tricks here in Turkey, about the latest news, food, travel, sightseeing, all around Istanbul and Turkey from a perspective of a local foreigner here. So don't forget to subscribe and let's do it. On the 10th, the first case of the coronavirus has been reported officially here in Istanbul, Turkey. This has been reported by the health minister himself late in the evening. Now, to say this is the first case which has been officially reported and the only case which has been officially reported. This person is a Turkish citizen, it is said, and he is under quarantine now. So there are some rumors how he got it. One rumor is about that he got it from the contact with a lot of tourists and while he was on the plane. So this is one rumor. The second rumor is that he was working on the bazaar and there he got it somehow. So these are the two rumors we have. From the other hand side, I must say the health ministry and the Turkish Istanbul city have done a good job because, for example, the city is cleaning the buses and all the public areas daily with disinfectants. Now this is one side. There's for sure also the flip side of the coin. So we don't know what happened to the other people. So of the rumor from one side, if he's on the plane, what happened to all the people who were on the plane, who were in contact with him? Or if he was working on the bazaar, what happened to all the people he got in contact on the bazaar? That we don't know at the moment, and we will see for sure. Also today, the people were acting a little bit crazy today, because when I got to the market, they were all about getting all the toilet papers, some macaronis, all pastries, and they were all just ravaging all the markets basically, which there's no need to, because there's only one case at the moment. But this is probably some public psychology. Well, nothing to do, but this will pass, I would say. So this is the latest news we have about the coronavirus. So we have only one case at the moment officially, and they're trying to take precautions for sure. At the moment it seems to be working, interestingly, but they cannot stop it. So we will see how the next days, what the next days will bring. But now coming to the Champions League finals here in Istanbul. So how is going to be affecting that? Well, at the moment the date is set and nothing has changed. The match will be on the 30th of May and it will be in the Atatürk Stadium, Olympic Stadium. And as I said, the date is still set, but there are a few points to consider actually. Firstly, we don't know how the whole league and the games will be affected until the finals. That means there are lots of games going on at the moment, and you know, because of the virus, some will be played without the public, and some will be played or not even be played. And some countries have gone to the UEFA and requesting that they shift it into 2021, and the UEFA is actually considering these. So we will see how this will play out and how it's going to affect the finals for sure. If the UEFA says that, okay, we will shift everything because we understand, then for sure this will jeopardize the date, and it can even shift to 2021. But at the moment there's nothing like that, and we have to wait and see for it. That's one point. Another point is, if the virus spreads here in Turkey and gets worse, then for sure it will be very hard that the finals will be played on time here in Turkey. But at the moment, we don't know, and it isn't the case. So date stays at the moment. Well, let's say that everything went well. So the virus, the threat is lowered, and the game is set and the finals are on date and you come to Istanbul. So what will happen and what are your precautions to do there? So let's talk about a little bit about that. So first of all, you have to know that that the stadium is a little bit outside of the city. So you have to consider either taking an hotel outside of the city, or you have to take an hotel in the city, which is for sure much more fun actually, and I'm sure you will consider that. Then you have to take the public transport to the stadium on the day of the finals. So also to consider is that the airport will be the new airport, which is also quite outside of the city. So every time you will consider to take the public transport or some other kind of transports. So which transports are available? And for sure, first of all, the bus. Yes, that's one. Secondly, the metro. Also, that's one case. But remember, if you take the bus and the metro, these are really, really very crowded. And I'm sure on the day of the finals, it will be also much more crowded. Another option is taking the taxi, for sure. You have two options, or better to say three options there. First of all, you can take the normal yellow taxi. Then you've got the turquoise taxis, which you can also take, which is a little bit more expensive. And you can also take the black vans, which are the luxurious taxis, so to say. They're for sure a little bit more expensive, but more convenient if you prefer it. The other option is to take a rental car, but if you haven't driven in Istanbul, I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't really recommend it. So what I mean from that, the main point is you will be constantly in a crowded environment. So consider that Istanbul is about 18 million people, so lots of people. And just take your precautions, your normal precautions. And thinking of that the match, the final will be on 30th of May, the weather will be quite warm in that time. At least not that cold as it is at the moment. And it is said that the virus is killed in about 26 degrees Celsius. So in that time, it's much probable that we will have these degrees and that we don't have any such risks about the virus anymore. So fingers crossed actually. So these are the latest news from Istanbul and Turkey, and the answer to can the virus kill the finals? It may be, but there's a good probability that it may not also be. So fingers crossed, as I say, and don't forget to subscribe, and see you.